On your
Thank
page
you.
from David Cohen.
Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to Mission Live. This
Hi,
is
all.
our fourth installment.
Welcome.
And we are right now going live, but of course people can watch this recorded later on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook pages. I'm just giving the guys half a second here to link this to their page. So you can find us every Wednesday from 7 to 8 on our Facebook pages, and then the pre-recorded on YouTube. And
Just shared it.
thank
So
you.
now all my friends can see it. All
my-
5 of you.
My computer is behind me because we have a special guest, former member, I don't even say former, retired member? He's not even retired. He lives far away.
He's coming out of retirement,
He's coming out of retirement for our show. He wants to be here. It's my brother Bryan. So we will see him in a few minutes. Something kind of amazing happened. It's almost a minor miracle, so we're going to talk about that first. Last week, you want to introduce yourself? Everybody knows who you are. We have 1 to 5 viewers.
Should we say what each name?
My name is David Cohen.
Thank you. My name is David Cohen.
And my name is David Cohen.
And we are David
David
Cohen.
Cohen.
All right, so now
I'm
we got
actually Alec
that
Vanacore. That's Alan Angevine.
Hi.
out of the way. Something really wonderful happened. Last week, if you were watching, you heard us talk about how we were having problems with the like button on Facebook and how it really doesn't describe our actual feelings. 1 week later, almost to the day, Mark Zuckerberg must have heard us and watched our show.
Right, because Mark Zuckerberg watches this show.
Yeah,
He watches everything.
I think he does. He sees everything you do on Facebook.
Yeah.
We now have a like button that goes to love, haha, sad, wow, and angry.
Oh, the
So you now have
possibilities.
choices a week after we brought it up and talked to you about it.
So you're welcome, America.
Yes.
And the world.
We did
I
that.
should say.
Yeah.
We had
Do
500
you know-
viewers last week, and apparently we made a difference.
Do you know what button would also be great on Facebook while we're at it is the give Alec all your money button. Mr. Zuckerberg.
Yeah, because you're going to give
Yeah.
money to Kanye because of our advice
Kanye
from last
already
week.
tried that. I don't
Yeah.
think that works.
So I figured I'd open up our show this week with buttons that we would like to see. I mean, that's a good start. Thank you, Mark. If I can call you Mark, because I feel I know you. You're one of the brothers, the chosen few. There's only billions of us. So what else would you see in terms of buttons that you would like?
You're throwing around that word billions.
I'm throwing it around
I was gonna
there.
say, I don't really think there's
But
billions.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
not
trying.
that many made it out of Egypt.
Okay.
But anyway.
It's too soon for that.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Too soon
Too
from
soon.
the Exodus? Okay.
Yes.
I apologize. L'chaim.
Other buttons.
Other buttons that they should have on Facebook, along with the 5 extra buttons that they added today, I think they should add the creepy stalker button, which is kind of a lust button.
Lust.
Yes, they need
I like
a
that.
lust button on there.
I would like a button that says, "What the hell were you thinking?"
A what the fuck button.
Yeah,
basically.
WTF.
Just
Can we have that,
WTF.
please?
I'd like a button that makes it so that people can't show you food anymore on pages.
Oh,
Or
they,
cats, maybe?
they do.
Whoa, no. I would like a button where when you push it, it converts pictures of food into pictures of cats dressed as the food.
Hey,
That's what I'd do.
That would be wonderful.
I'm sure that's going to happen.
That's Debbie Totes adorable.
Totes, that's a good button right there.
The totes
The
button.
totes button.
Actually, I mean, people were clamoring for the dislike button, and I think they should really just add that. Because, really, in all honesty, when you post on there, oh, Aunt Bethany just got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, the like button,
Yeah, but
Really
the like
just
turns
didn't
into
cut it.
sad or angry.
that's great.
That's really
you could put
absolute.
sad and angry about that, but the thing that sums that all up is dislike. If cancer had a Facebook page, I would dislike it 400 times a day.
Like if someone puts up a picture of like, like a movie that I don't think is that great, I can't dislike it. I have to put mad face, like I'm angry that they like it. Well, that's kind of extreme.
What was the last movie that you saw made you angry? You know which movie I saw that made me angry, because we've talked about this. There's only one movie that's really made me angry. What would that be?
That would be The Hunt for Red October.
Not quite.
Exactly.
You know, that little thing with Tom Green.
Oh, Freddy Got Fingered?
Yeah, Freddie Got Fingered.
It's the new
That
avant-garde, David.
really upset me.
It is,
That's
yeah.
pretty much it, though.
It's
I-
kind
I
of
don't get angry.
postmodern. It's
Yeah.
weird for the sake of weird.
I got David years,
would
like
say.
decades ago, billions of years ago in David terms. I got him to watch Freddy Got Fingered by telling him it was the new guard,
And
and he
I watched
believed
it.
me.
I
and he
wanted to
watched
hurt
it.
you so bad. All right, so one of the things that I talked about on my Facebook page that I'd like to just bring up is the Electoral College. And before we jump in, I just want to say that in this country, where what we're doing right now, which is live, it's instant, we live in a society where we can vote, we can express ourselves, we can represent ourselves with a touch of a button. And yet we still have an antiquated system of votes in this country. So my proposal is very simple. If we're going to stick with the Electoral College, then I would like our representatives to get on horseback and ride to all the polling places, collect the poll, and bring it to the state capitol and cast our ballots. Now, this is going to take months because that's a lot of writing and that's a lot of work. So I wonder how many of our elected officials would actually work that hard for us, and I have a feeling it probably wouldn't be that many.
Well, while we're at it, why don't we just, if they come back with the wrong candidate that we want, we could bring back the tarring and feathering, and we can also burn effigies of them in front of our Capitol buildings. Oh, and throw all their tea in the harbor while we're at it.
I like that idea.
So-
But I like teas, so maybe we could throw
Or-
something else in the harbor?
Or, and I like your idea of, if they want to keep an antiquated system, go with that, go with the antiquated ways of it. However, I'm a little bit more progressive, and as a progressive, I'm kind of a huge fan of the Hunger Games. So my vision for the future of American politics is you get one man and one woman from all 50 states, even the Commonwealths too.
I can't
I'm
have a
talking
straight
about
face while
The
you're
Virgin
saying it.
Islands, Puerto Rico, did I say that correctly?
That was the worst Puerto Rican accent
Wow,
ever.
all right. Excuse me. Guam, what have you. We have a man and a woman from all of our territories, and just kick the shit out of each other until one of you is left. Then you're our leader.
Well, I think that's kind of barbaric, because I think that keeping it at a man and a woman is pretty weak for this day and age. I think there should be at least one person that identifies as an animal from every
Okay.
state as well.
Sorry about the whole cisgendered white male privilege statement that I just threw out
Yeah,
there.
you kind of made it as if cat people aren't real, like they don't care or don't count, and I am offended.
I'm glad you took this conversation seriously. What is your vision for the
Yeah,
future?
what would you propose?
For how we vote in our leader?
I think voting in general is stupid. It doesn't really count. I think it should be a lottery, and then whoever wins has to be in charge of things.
That would make for an entertaining 4 years. Could you imagine the possibilities? Because
But you can't stop being the president. It's a shitty job. You have to. You don't get paid very much.
you have to stay
People
as the
are
president.
angry with you at the time. You have to go to like actual meetings and really talk to people. No vacations, no golfing, no.
So it's kind of
anything.
like working, having to take a job at Lost Luggage or something.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
until you get an approval rating that's like above 90%, you can't stop being president.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if you take a little bit of both of your ideas, you really have Survivor, the voting reality show, because you're talking about Hunger Games and who's left on the island. We can go that route. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Right?
Okay, I like that idea of maybe having a lottery, starting with a lottery for the individuals that are going to fight to become president. Men, women, cat people, what have you, anything.
Then it becomes survival of the fittest.
Well, no.
And luck.
No. The winner doesn't. You get to not be president.
Oh, you're fighting
It has to be a
not
chore. It has to be
president.
horrible, so that you have no choice but to do well for the country, or you're always going to be in a shitty job. That's the only way to make
Okay,
it right.
so the second you do something great, like balance the budget
Yeah,
or
you're free to go.
feed all the homeless.
So you just have to do one good thing, and then you can go.
You have to do one good thing that 90% of all Americans, even like 4-year-olds,
Alec, that person would be president forever.
Yeah, all right.
To quote the
Okay, well,
Sandlot,
then we all agree on that.
forever.
The Sandlot. I'm going to bring up on my screen our guest. I'm going to call right now. Bryan, let's see if he picks up.
We have
Oh,
technology
bring it.
now. We have an amazing new technology here.
All right, so the phone is ringing. We're bringing in Bryan Cohen, one of the original members of Mission Improv-able. He is live on Facebook. Hello, Bryan.
Can you guys believe that that's his brother?
I don't know if
At
you
all.
can see that one. All right, so the volume is up. Hopefully you'll be able to hear this. Say hi.
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
We can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
So have you been watching? Have you been watching at all?
I have, but I guess I wasn't live because you were still talking about the lottery system for president.
Yes, we were. We still are.
You were watching then.
This is now.
But
Can you rotate me because I'm not getting full screen?
You're on a laptop.
I'm on a laptop. You got to rotate you.
Oh, I have to rotate.
Yeah, because
Okay, hold on. Whoa!
There
Wow,
you go.
hey,
Very
look
nice.
at that. We
All
have
right, so
effects, too.
I'm going to change the conversation just a little bit. I was struck. We had a great conversation last week, if you were watching, about Elmo and his eligibility for the presidency. And I'm not sure where we landed on that, whether he was or he wasn't. But I tried to find some interesting memes today to talk about with you, and I could not find all that much that wasn't political. We're going to have a whole year of just nonstop political discussion on Facebook, and I'm really tired of it. So I actually want to ask the three of you, let's talk to any of our viewers. What can we talk about on Facebook that's not politics this year to kind of keep things, I mean, you got the whole, every time Bieber does something wrong, Beyonce does something that people don't like, that's what takes over for 24 hours news cycle. Then it's right back to politics as usual, and I'm tired of it. So what can we tell them to talk about that would be way more interesting?
I think we should talk about if Bieber and Beyonce got together at Bebonce.
Bebonce? Bebonce.
Beyonce?
Bebonce.
I'd watch that.
I would
I
watch
would watch that
Beyonce.
too.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Alan? What's a better conversation to have for,
I was looking at Trump's latest. I'm sorry.
exactly?
No, honestly, we're not going to get away from the political. It's not going to happen because as long as anybody in America has a platform for it, and the platform is Facebook, for God's sakes, it's just like giving everybody in America a microphone and a TV camera and just saying, I believe this and Trump and
So you're coming from the idea that political opinions are like assholes, everybody has one. But I'm saying we as Mission Improv-able have to wrestle away from the Facebook viewer and user that idea. Take their bone away. What can they talk about? Give them something else. Give us some hope.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, there's this episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where they find Data's disembodied head. Okay.
There's more than one of
And
those.
because they see his head, that's obviously from like the 1700s, they're like, oh, we need to investigate it. So during the course of time, his head gets cut off in the past, and now it's in the cave. How did he get there the first time? How did he get there the first time?
Yes, that is a total crack on you.
You're our data.
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Brian self-identifies as a disembodied head person.
Yeah, that's the
Okay?
politically correct way to introduce this.
In all honesty, you know what? I do have something else that we could talk about. We were talking about this at work today, and it's kind of irking me that the people who give us entertainment, i.e. the movie makers out there, have not come out with a good original idea in about 20 years. I would say, because we were reading online about all the remakes that they're making, up to and including Police Academy. They're already going to remake Jumanji. And
Wait, there's a remake on Police Academy?
yes, they're remaking Police
That
Academy.
is awesome!
And by the way, good news,
So awesome.
Steve Guttenberg actually gave a thumbs up on it.
That's not so awesome.
He hit the like button on it.
Is he playing the asshole cop this time?
It's kind of the next generation of it, from what I understand. But my point is that there are no good original ideas. Now,
I have an idea.
those of us who have gone around to the film festivals, see that there are great, fresh, awesome ideas out there that can really be harvested. But we're really kind of stuck in this rut of just like, well, why don't we do Goonies again? Why the fuck not? Let's put Jonah
Are they
Hill.
gonna do Goonies again?
That's what they say.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
See, this is my point
It'd be like
exactly.
going back to the movies. I mean, see, I don't see a problem with this. I think it's just, it's kind of reliving your childhood. So they remake all these movies, they make it better, and it's like you're a kid again.
But
But-
are they making it better?
They're not making it better. And my point is that I have a 3-year-old, and I'm going to take him to go see these movies, especially Police Academy.
Wait, you have a 3-year-old?
Yeah, I made a child.
No, I knew that. I'm just kidding.
Okay. But my point is, I'm going to bring him to see these movies, and I'm going to be like, Josh, this was so awesome. This is just, and he's going to look at me at 3 and be like, you're a douchebag. Why did you bring me to see this?
Okay, so here's the challenge. Here's the challenge. If you're watching, whether it's now or later, here's my challenge to any of you out there. We would like to construct perhaps an original movie idea based on your idea. So you tell us the kind of movie you'd like to see, and then next week we'll take some of those ideas and we'll create some kind of plot line with characters, and we'll develop a little bit as a working session and help you out. So why don't we offer our services that way?
I'd say, yeah, we're more than qualified.
I want to get back to something, we're getting away from politics, but I just want to talk about one thing.
See,
Can we please?
You're causing it. You're part of the
I'm
problem.
part of the
David.
problem, and I'm part of the problem right now. Can we please stop comparing Trump to Hitler? There's only one Hitler. Hitler is Hitler. Trump is not Hitler. Can we please come up with a different dictator for Trump? I kind of thought Genghis Khan came to mind because he was obsessed. He was obsessed with the wall.
Stalin.
All right. So you said Stalin. Why? You have to justify your answer.
That's all I thought of.
I just
By
find...
the way, can we go back to the buttons, because I wrote 2 down that we could use.
Oh, you're a little late, Brian.
You're late, but go ahead.
You're a lot
You
late.
didn't plug me in.
I want to mention the fact here, Brian, if I can. I just want to mention the fact that I think it's hilarious that we have our one Jewish member of our panel is saying to go easy on Hitler and not compare him to Trump.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry, we
And
have
the
2.
disembodied Jewish head.
Thank you.
What are your buttons?
I'm sorry.
So I think we should have a belly button.
Jesus.
Okay.
Glad.
What? Hold on. What is the emoji for that?
Just a
It's just a picture.
Belly
of
button.
It's just a belly
Okay.
button. It's just a lint-filled hole.
I'm not-
Because it's like the Stay Puft marshmallow guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or no, sorry, what's his name?
You're thinking Poppin'
Poppin'
Fresh.
Fresh.
Thinking Poppin'
No,
Fresh,
no,
yeah.
Pillsbury
Doughboy.
When you press the button, you go, yee. So I think there should be a belly button, and I think there should be a vomit button.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I think we can all agree that there should be a vomit button on Facebook. But when you press it, the person that posted that idiotic picture should get vomited on.
They get sick. You can actually cause someone
a
to
sick button.
get sick by pushing the vomit button.
You know how many of us would get sick on an hourly basis?
Watching
Oh.
Trump.
You know, well, speaking of which, I
Yes.
think the comparison to Genghis Khan and Trump is terrible.
Okay. Well,
Because if
what's better?
Genghis Khan was in front of me, like I'd be really scared. Like I think I wouldn't be able to fight him.
Can I
But I
challenge
could
you?
fight, but I'd
Can
fight
you
Trump.
do-
I'd fight you.
Can you do Genghis Khan yelling at Trump?
I don't speak Mongolian, David.
Give us your best shot. You're Genghis Khan, and you're giving Trump
All right,
advice.
I'll be Donald Trump over here.
All right. Give him advice. You can't see this, but they're well, maybe.
I can hear. That's good.
Mr. Khan, may I call you Genghis? He doesn't understand me. He's a Mongolian. However, I want to break down walls while building them up. He's about to stand.
That's what it would be like.
Okay.
How's
That's
my hair?
Can I
Thank
get
you
a
for-
clarification? This wall is huge, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Huge.
It's pretty great.
It's a
Huge.
huge wall.
And it's probably going to be pretty sturdy too, because I guarantee you it'll be built on the backs of Mexican laborers.
And the Chinese are going to build it, and they're going to pay for it.
I wouldn't say the Chinese. If you're going to build a wall right next to Mexico, I say you have all the cheap labor you need right next to it.
But the materials have to come from China.
They can.
They can.
Each brick has to say made in China.
So made in China wall.
Yeah.
Made
Yes,
from the
yes.
China wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
which you can see from space. So Benji, our producer, is going to give us some celebrity problems because we would like to do some of the good, the bad, and the ugly. So Bryan, if you wouldn't mind, you're going to give good advice to our celebrities today. Alec is going to give really bad advice, and Alan's going to try to, no pun intended, trump that bad advice with worse, Horrible advice. So, what celebrities are being bad this week?
Well, we have Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight, really?
What did she do?
She's a pimp.
The singer's
That's a Chris
chicken
Tye
and
joke.
waffle restaurant failed its health inspection.
She has a restaurant and it failed its health
It's a
inspection?
chicken and waffle restaurant.
All right, so Gladys Knight, famous singer,
Yeah.
Gladys Knight and the Pips, has a chicken and waffles restaurant and it failed its inspection for health.
Yep.
Ooh, that's bad.
So-
That's bad. All right, so Brian, did you hear that?
I did.
Do you have any advice for her?
I recently became a big fan of chicken and waffles because there's this place in Florida. It's in the Palm Beach area, and I shit you not, it's called Bebe's, and it is the best freaking fried chicken and waffles I've ever had. I think that Miss Knight should contact Bebe's and find out what they do and do it the right way, because I have never tasted fried chicken and waffles as good as Bebe's.
All right, so you're basically suggesting she do some research and she talk to people who are successful. That's some very good advice.
That's
All right, Alec, what do you think Miss Knight should do?
No, I think maybe instead of chicken and waffles, she should just open an IHOP. Like, stick to something that works.
It's not that she's making bad food. It's not passing code. She's not passing inspection.
Oh,
What does she do?
what is she doing? She's probably not washing her hands. We all know you're filthy. Gladys, dirty hands Knight.
Is she related to Suge? That might be part of the problem.
Her head cook is Suge Knight. It's just every piece of chicken sprinkled with Tupac blood.
Actually-
Maybe that's what
Every
it
piece of
is.
chicken hung over a balcony and extorted.
I know you did it, Suge.
All right, we did.
By the way, do you know you can get salmonella from eating alfalfa sprouts now?
Yes.
No, Brian, you can only get salmonella from eating salmon. Everybody knows that.
All right, so what is your advice, Alan?
I say, Miss Knight. First of all, I always thought it was Gladys Knight and the Pimps, but I learned something today. So anyway, my advice to you,
Isn't it?
No.
in my mind, it is,
Well, who are those MFs then?
Gladys, what I would say to you is, your restaurant is not soul foody enough, okay? Soul food, I mean, chicken and waffles is kind of on the cusp of soul food, but, I mean, take it from me. I know shit about soul food, obviously. So you need to get dirty in there. You need to throw some more stuff
So the city inspectors show up.
into there. You need to throw some hummus and grits and some just like rat lips and things like that. Yes, hummus.
Lips?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what you're saying is the city inspector shows up and they go, okay, we got some rat turds down here. And
Yeah, that's
we
part
got
of the
some
soul
fecal
food.
matter over
You
here.
guys
But
gotta
forget about
understand
that.
where soul
Forget
food
about
comes
Can I
from.
run off
food.
course for a second?
Really, we're not off course
Listen,
now.
I want to switch myself out
Okay.
for a black male to come in here and take my spot, and I want you to talk about your soul food with your rat lips to this man right
No
here.
problem. Come on in, Anwar.
All right, so we have a quick exchange right now with Anwar.
Ladies and
who
gentlemen, please
you
welcome
saw
Anwar.
last
Hey guys.
week.
Wait, before that?
So the question was, we want to give Gladys Knight, from Gladys Knight and the Pips, not the Pimps.
I thought it was the Pimps.
Some advice. She did not pass her health inspection.
Oh,
So they're trying to shut her down. So just tell Gladys what you think she should do.
well, first of all, I'd like to say tonight's podcast is sponsored by Arizona Iced Tea, the $1 can.
We're gonna get sued now. Thank you, Anwar.
You're welcome. Sponsor us. I think that she should avoid bathtubs like Whitney Houston's daughter, but I believe that she should go in for an inspection. Hopefully, she can rectify the situation and get one of those like nice New York City A's on her restaurant.
Okay.
Or her body, her temple and restaurant.
Yeah.
All right.
I think, no, that's great advice. And I think Alec's point for bringing you in here was because I think he wanted to see how well I would bode with my soul food expertise.
Yes, because hummus apparently is sold.
Here. Listen,
It is actually.
thank you.
It is not actually. I was going to hear.
All
What about rat lips?
Rat lips?
All right, so Benji,
fried
let's
rat
move
lips,
on
yes,
to
not
the next
normal.
celebrity. And thank you for popping
Thank
in.
you very much.
Yeah.
Pleasure. I am the soul food expert.
Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
very
you.
much.
Shake his hand behind you.
Nice to meet you. Oh,
All right, thank you. All right, and Alec is back in. All right, so more celebrity advice. Who's in trouble this week? Who?
Terry Crews, the actor.
Terry Crews.
Yeah, he's an actor.
Okay.
And he's addicted to porn.
Terry Crews is addicted to porn. Who isn't?
He's an actor.
Terry Crews is an actor. He's a large, muscle-bound African-American man. He's been in the
right.
the
Terry-
Expendables. He was the father in Everybody Hates Chris.
All right, so Terry Crews apparently addicted
Old
to porn.
Spice commercials.
So one at a time, please. Brian, good advice for Terry Crews, who is addicted. Might as well face it, you're addicted to porn.
Just turn off the computer.
There you go. Turn it off. Unplug it. Hide the plug.
There you go.
Hide the plug. What do you got?
Mr. Cruz is a very handsome man. I feel like he should make his own porn while watching porn of himself making the porn, and then watch that while he's,
Wow.
doing his
That
thing.
might turn him off of porn. Actually, that's
That might work. There's a level of narcissism there that's artful.
Have you seen this guy? I'm pretty sure he thinks
know
it's
who it
shit.
is. All right.
Because
What is your advice,
have.
Alan?
I say take it a step further than that. If you're going to place yourself into the porn that you love so much, place yourself into the most vulnerable of positions and be the female. Be on the receiving end of all these porns that you're so much into. Maybe then, and only then, Mr. Cruz. Now, I have a lot of respect for you. I find you hilarious, and I think you're a great actor.
and attractive. And attractive.
Then, let me get to my point.
Making his point.
I believe then your addiction to said porn will not be so intense because you know what the actors are feeling. You know what they've gone through. And that would be my advice for Terry Crews.
All right, Terry, you heard it from us. If any of this helps you, send us a message and let us know that we've helped you. We want to.
And we all think
care.
you're very handsome.
All right, so what, we have time for one more, do we?
One more?
Yeah.
One more celebrity,
I'm asking.
please.
You tell me.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody come up with a random celebrity.
How about,
What did Manny Pacquiao do? Somebody told me he's in trouble
yes.
right now. What did he do?
so he compared gay people to animals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
He actually said
So-
that they're worse than animals.
The word
Manny Pacquiao said that gay people are worse than animals. So,
And
all
then-
right, so we're going to give some advice here.
And then,
Wait, who is this?
Manny Pacquiao,
the boxer,
boxer,
but it gets worse.
and government official
Wait,
in
gets
his
worse.
country.
It gets
Filipino
worse for
government
him
official.
Because
It's
then-
worth we're off.
Oh, we're
and
back.
we're back on. Hi.
It's gonna keep
All
happening.
right,
saying
well,
Yeah,
that
was
gays are
that
animals.
what he said though? Was he like, he's like, I lost my endorsements. Those endorsements were so gay.
well, we're not here to
They're being so gay about
This
the
is
stuff I say.
guys, this is a no judgment zone right here. We're not here to judge. We're here to offer advice to help our celebrity friend. Brian, do you have any advice for
Good
Manny
advice.
Pacquiao? Good advice.
What was the name of the celebrity in the question before?
Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, no, this is Tony Cruz was the one.
No.
Terry Crews. Tom Cruise. Terry Crews.
So I think, what is this? Who's the
Manny-
politician?
Manny-
I can't remember names.
Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao needs to watch, what's his name, Cruz's gay porn,
So,
so that he can understand the pain and, of what he's gone through.
So, yes.
And have
All right.
respect.
All right.
I agree with
That's
that.
your good advice?
That's actually wonderful advice.
We want good advice. Well, okay, what do you have, Alec?
Well, I mean, Manny Pacquiao is a very, very handsome boxer, and honestly, I think I would like to hear first, before I make any judgments, specifically what animals the comparisons were made towards. You know what I mean? Like, maybe when he said it, it was a couple of, like, I don't know, like a couple, like, homosexual squirrels loving each other
Like they do.
and trying to build a life together, and he was like, this is similar.
Maybe they were trying to adopt a child squirrel, and the woodchucks were prohibiting it.
Do you know how hard it is as a same-sex squirrel couple to get a child?
Very hard,
So I
from
think
what I understand.
I think maybe Pacquiao was trying to help people out.
If
What's the- what-
that totally changes that whole
How much wood can a woodchuck cut?
I watched a
we
video
did that
of
last.
2 male bisons making love. I watched a video of 2 male dolphins making love.
I gave him the video.
I'm not really sure this is advice to Manny. What is your advice to
Man,
him?
you